Hi friends, this is Gail, Fava of 4. Not showing my face today. I've been going to do this for a week. And it seems like I go to do it, this package I got in the mail. And then I start to do something else, and then I'm just hurting too much to do anything else. I'll be glad when this is over because I can't take much more. Anyway, I wanted to show you the pretty card Lori Smith, who is getting married this month. She sent me an Easter card. Isn't that pretty? She always keeps in touch, checks up. Then Minerva Rios, look at, I still don't know how people make these. I mean, there must be in some kind of kit. Like, where do you get all these things? But it's a get well, and we know I'm not well, either mentally or physically. But I keep it on my dresser because it looks so pretty and just perks everything up. And she sent me a book, and I went down to get it. I'm not supposed to use the steps too much, and I know why, because it aggravates it more. And I forgot to bring it up. So she sent me a book to read. I must have mentioned that I'm an avid reader. I don't know. And I'm going to read it as soon as I finish the one I'm reading now. I can't even remember the name of the one I'm reading now. But the one she sent me has quilt in it. It's 3 words and it's got quilt. So, but it's not like a how-to or anything. It looks really good. And I set books down like I do keys, and then I don't know what I did with them. But that's Minerva Rios from Puerto Rico. My daughter always says I even say her last name wrong. Puerto Rico. It's kind of like those R's in French. Anyway, it's MIN-crafts. And for a long time, I don't know, I thought it was Mini Crafts until I knew her name. Then I knew that's what it was. And last time on the video, I think I called her Manola. Don't ask me why. Had to be in my head somewhere. But thank you so much. And she said when I'm done with that one, she'll send me another one if I want. I do read a lot. But isn't that pretty? I just think that's so cool. I just think it's one of those things I wouldn't be able to follow the directions. I know it makes me sound dumb, but when it comes to this stuff, I am. But I love these pop-up things. Someone else got me one, I don't know, for something else a while back that I showed you. And I'm just going to show you 2 little things. I haven't really made anything, but I have this little birthday bag. See, the only reason I put this on there was because I screwed up I was practicing and watching some videos on decoupage because I haven't done it in such a long time. So it didn't come out that great on top, so I put the flowers on it. And on the back, I just put the little birthday gifts. And I'll put a card in it if I get it made. And since I was practicing, even though I'm not doing any kind of a journal, and don't know that I ever will, I should have wrote down who it was, but how to put something on a book page, like in between, you know, your journal if you want to make a book page. So this was part of a napkin, this part, and I have a lot of old books. This was a manual of sea training from a long, long time ago. I don't have the book up here. But, so I decoupaged that old postcard and, you know, whatever was left of the napkins, and I did that pretty well. And then what I did on the back, like she suggested, like if you want to keep this as a, if you want to write something on it or send this as a card, I just put a little bit of the white Mod Podge around there so you could write over it and see it. From there, you can still see the print pretty much through, but from here, the writing would take right over. So I'm anxious to do something. I was putting way too much of that Mod Podge on. Oh my God. I wasted more stuff. Okay. I just want to call her Roxy because it's so hard when people have different names. But Roseanne Carrillo. I hope it's not Casillo. No, I think it's Carrillo. Roxycar 2. Roxycar. And then 2 1s. And if that doesn't work, just try 1 1 because she has things with different things. We did a swap. She made really nice things. I really just sent her a bunch of stuff she could use in her. And then I get carried away. It's like, oh, a little of this and a little of that, and pretty soon it's like the box isn't big enough, and then you have to get another box. I don't know why. I always get carried away with swaps. Anyway, here's her beautiful card. And that's what I want to know. How, and these aren't shiny, but, well, she put some paint on here. But how people get their flowers to look like, almost like glass. Is it stickles or something you put on? Anyway, she put this paper, well, it's like a cardboard leaf scroll, this little bead to match, and you know, I've made maybe a couple tags. I don't know why, it just seems like I do them last minute and just kind of throw them together because I don't know exactly what I'm doing. So, and look, and I have this cut out too. Look how cute she did that one, and put a little necklace, a little dress. It seems like there's so much into some of the, oh, there's a little bird cage down here, into these cards that, I made a birthday card yesterday, or the day before. It literally took me most of the day. I mean, I didn't start early in the morning, but it took me a lot of time. I just do, I don't know, I go from this to that anyway. It's probably my old ADD kicking in or whatever. I didn't know I had. I just thought I was very impatient. And look at this, how beautiful. I'm just sitting here on my bed. Is this gorgeous? Now, I literally threw my scraps in the box of hers. And she put them, I said, this should be like a scrap bag. We should, you know, everybody should have one, and that's how we send scraps back and forth. Wouldn't that be cool? And wedding appliques. And I love this trim because you can use it, you know, both. I already like this piece she put in there. Then the flower. Let me see if she made that one or not. I was watching someone make these the other day on that classroom live, Amy. And that looked pretty. And this netting, or it looks part of like a wedding dress. It's really pretty. And then she did this little closure, look. And there's a pearl on the other side. You can just stick the pearl in one of the holes. I am so warm. She always does such cool things with materials and fabrics. Look at that. Blue and black. It's like a light crochet or tatting. And then she put them on this pretty card and did 2 pretty stick pins. The reason it was so easy to do a swap with her, as far as scraps and stuff, oh, plus she won the, from a couple months ago, and I couldn't get a hold of her, one of the random drawings. And so I had that to send her, so I just put it all together. Isn't that pretty? I'm going to have you guys hold on 1 second because I need to put the fan on. Hold on. Okay, it's not even like you had to wait because I don't have a pause. I have to shut it off. So I have to merge them together. Okay. I won't take everything out of here, but look at these. Oh, look at this. And I love this little lace. These aren't just scraps. This is from a doily. That's different. Oh, and look at the green flowers. What I started to say before was one easy thing about doing this with her was she likes the earth tones because that's a lot of the mediums that she works in. Oh, look how pretty. And just about everybody else wants pink. And I said, I'm so glad you didn't say pink. I mean, there's only so much pink you can find, you know? Isn't that pretty? I won't go through everything, but well, look at that. Different colors. If you watch her channel, oh, that's cool. You'll see all the things that she makes that all look like they came from outside. I have a niece like that. She's an artist. Oh, isn't that pretty? Look. And I made her a, oh, that's gorgeous. I didn't even send her that nice of scraps, really. She's an artist, and she likes everything with the, you know, wood and beads and leathers and materials like that. And anyway, I made her and she likes to fish. Ooh, look at this one. I love these. So I made her a chunky charm. I think I showed you guys before, and I'd given it to her for Christmas. But there are all kind of fishing things on it and art things, and so I sent Roxanne said she, oh, that's pretty, either hasn't made any or few of the chunky charms and doesn't make too many stick pins, I think she said. Oh, look at that. I like that. I like coral. I'm going to put that aside. I can get nice flowers out of that. And so I sent her a bunch of stuff that, you know, pieces of chain, and when I cut up like a necklace or something I don't need, I cut it to about this long, and then I either put some charms in between it or I just add, you know, add it to it. And my niece likes orange. So, ooh, some more pretty black. Ooh, this is pretty. So I sent her a lot of orange. I mean, not sent her. I mean, whatever I made her, I put orange in it. She even has an orange truck. Ooh, I love this color. Okay, I won't go through them all, but this is pretty. And she's so neat about how she does it. Like, I don't know. I guess, I mean, some people say presentation is everything, and with Roseanne it certainly is, and most other people I've gotten stuff from. But if you want presentation, very much presentation, I try to do it halfway decent, then you probably don't want anything from me. Ooh, I like this one. Look at that. I love that. Look at these. She cut them out of something. Silky. You know, there were a few people, and I mentioned it before, I think. There were a few people that were looking for, like, this kind of a daisy, a white silk one that had, like, nothing in the middle, and they didn't know where to get them. I've seen that Roseanne's shop, A Mom's Impression, on Etsy. A Mom's Impression. She's got them. So, if you're still looking, ooh, ecru, I can't think of the name. That's easy too. Some more black. Ooh, couple of these. And I think I sent her a couple of these too. Oh, look at that. Look at the teddy bear. Is that cute? I'll have to do something special with that. That might look nice on... I haven't really looked at many of the dream catchers or made any, but that might look nice on a big one once I know how to make them. Oh, I like this little scallop stuff too. I have this in white, I think. And look, got pocket right here. Oh, I wonder if, is this one, see how behind I am? I think this is one of those pocket envelopes. Is it? Not pocket envelope, but pocket bag or something? I don't know, somebody has to tell me. Because I haven't made any of those either. But I see everybody making them, and they have this in front. And then the bag. So, tell me if that's what this is. Because I was watching some videos yesterday, and I did see something like it. It's not a pocket envelope. A pocket bag. Okay, somebody tell me. Oh, look at this wool. You know, it was neat when I was in Montana. My friend has a place, a ranch. They have a ranch in Montana. And so I went just about every year for about, well, sometimes twice a year. And, look pretty. They used to have a caretaker there, and then when he got married, he didn't live there anymore. He moved over to one of the other towns I can't think of. Look at this wool. Anyway, he raised alpacas. And then they have a, like a market until September. Every Saturday and then Tuesday. And it's an outside market. I mean, it's like in a huge warehouse thing, but it's like outside because the front's all open. People are selling food and everything. And he'd bring the alpacas. And it was just really cool to pet them and stuff. And then they had made alpaca socks and scarves. And I think I bought some for gifts, but of course I don't need that here. But anyway, this is beautiful. And the beads hanging here. Maybe this is one I sent her one time. I think we did some kind of a trade one other time. So tell me if this is what I'm looking at that everybody's making now. I'm doing this on the bed, so I hope. Thank you so much, Roseanne. And now I will put them in my neat way. But I'll neaten them up later before I put them away. Maybe I'll just set it to the side. I love this. I love this color. And it's shiny in some spots and real fine thread in the other. I hope you can hear me. I feel like I'm trailing off. And this is green. Some dark green is not one of my favorite colors. This green is gorgeous. And it's kind of shimmery. And the color is really pretty. I think it looks a little bluish on there, but it's more green. So cool. Thank you, Roseanne. Okay, I guess I better scrap bits for snippets. And you know, also, this is probably a dumb question, but snippet rolls. Now, I made a snippet roll, and someone made me a snippet roll. And then I heard someone one day say something about, oh, I'll use something from my snippet roll. And someone asked me once, well, what do you do with it? And I said, I don't know, you just roll it up and it looks pretty. So is the idea of a snippet roll to literally cut off or take off parts that you want to use to make things? You guys are probably, I mean, I've been doing this almost 5 years now. And I'm just still learning a bunch of stuff. So somebody can tell me that. Because you know when family members or someone, they don't know what you do, and then oh, that's a pretty cool idea. She put holes on both sides and then she put a ribbon through it. Get so many ideas from people. I would have to do this all day long in order to do everything I want to do. Oh, look how pretty. A rolled rose. Oh, I love that one. It's like a silky, tarnished brown. And I love these tiny ones, because if I'm making something and I want to put something bigger behind it, I can. Or I just like the little ones. Oh, look at that beautiful piece in the middle. I like them because you can put them on things without them being bulky. And as you all know, my flowers seem to grow and grow and grow until I have like the whole top of a canister. Isn't that pretty? Silk flower, rolled rose. This one, some pink netting. I can put something in there if I want to. This is pretty. A lot of this stuff is nice when people that make quilts, like my sister, she had sent like a bunch of pieces. Unfortunately, well, the little squares are good, but it's nice to have longer pieces. Oh, I like this one. It's got like the rolled rose and then this in the back of it. It's white silk, like from a wedding dress. Gorgeous. I love them. I just love them. I just really like this one because it's just so simple. And that is indeed a different, I think she had this earring or something, and then I think she put this on. Isn't that pretty? Thank you, Roseanne, so much. This is so much fun. I'm sure it's much more fun than mine. Probably took you 2 days just to get it in some kind of order to do the videos, but I did watch the videos, and I think I overwhelmed you. Look at all this stuff. And she wrapped it in the sewing patterns. Oh, look at this little box. Isn't that cute? You know, they had, where was I the other day? I just happened to go into the dollar store while I was out because I didn't have any more glue, and I just couldn't go, and it's right across the street, and I couldn't go as far as the other stores. And they had some of those just plain square and round boxes. Look at that. See, that's why the little flowers are nice. And I think she decoupaged that, or just painted it on. Oh, isn't that pretty? I have to download some more pictures. I love that. Anybody have any extra ones they don't need them all for? Every time I try to print them out, my computer just doesn't want to. Oh, I love these. Look at this. See it okay? Hope the light's all right. Oh, and these I love. I had ordered these from her shop one time. Aren't they gorgeous? She has some gorgeous things. And if I remember right, I was just on there the other day too. If I remember right, it's not like a ton of things where you just don't know what you want, but everything you want. Look at that. She had to cut these out. Oh, I love them. Look at that. I'm sure she fussy cut in between here. I don't know how she finds time with all the other things she's involved in. I love that one. I love them all. I really do. I can't wait to sit down and even look at them better. Look at this. Well, if I send her too many snippets, she can share. I'm not above people sharing anything. Isn't that gorgeous? See, these are like, well, not exactly the one she has, but that the holes are in the middles. And her presentation is just so nice. I get too overwhelmed. It's like I don't know what I want to send. Then I send too much. Then I don't have time to make it look nice. All these appliques are just gorgeous. You have to go over to her store. I ordered things from her store, and I love them. Look at that box. And you know what I like? She just kind of puts stuff here and there. She doesn't worry about everything having to be perfect. Oh, there's that piece that I liked. Look at that. She just That's some kind of paper, because I have that paper pad, I think. I just love that little flower. Look, there's a crocheted one behind it. Thank you, Roseanne, so much. I think that's what you have to do. Just be a free spirit and go for it. Don't try to make everything too particular, and that's what I do. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, here's that one. It must be. Either she made him or she got him like that. Look at this butterfly. I hate to open it. So I won't. Look at these. And then I always when I do this, and then what do? I tend to go back to the doily and put it over. I think what I need to do is, well, it's hard now because everything's hard, but have somebody come clean my house and stuff so I could spend more time on what I like to do. Isn't that gorgeous? She probably has things like this, I'm sure, in her store. Oh, and look at this beautiful cameo. I won't take it out. Isn't that gorgeous? In the color. Aha! I've never made one of these. I'm going to have to follow what people do. Look at this one. She's getting like me with, I can never seem to make a regular stick pin. I have to have flowers and all kind of doodads on it. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it. And then just one little charm with keys. Look at the front. Oh, you should see this one I sent her. It's really ugly. But it's black and white. And I thought maybe she could use it for something or take the beads off. But it was from a necklace in that bag I got from Goodwill. And I thought, what am I going to do with these big old beads, black and white beads? So I told her, you could take it to a barber shop. It looks like a barber shop pole. I don't think she showed you that. Look at this. Oh, so simple, and I'm always just working to death on trying to figure out what I want to do. This looks like those really nice pearls. What is this? Clisson, or I can't think the name. That is just gorgeous. And look at all the little thingies she put on there. And then here. I need to figure out, you know, I've organized, reorganized, charms in one thing, and pearls in another thing, and beads in another thing, and I mean, I don't know. Sometimes I think I'd be better off to have it all in one place, because half the time I can't remember where I put it. Oh, look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? Roseanne, thank you so much. I should be able to make one of my own bags, and I want to. If that's what that is, I think I could do that. This is just gorgeous, off of a wedding dress, looks like. Look at this. Oh, Twinshies. I seen her make these. She said Well, I'd never heard of a Twinchy either until Jean Ray had the Twinchy contest, and Jean had never made one either. Of course, mine never got to her. Something about customs. I put down $25, I think it was worth. You never know, I just throw a number down. And it came back, said you owe another 25 or something. Aren't those adorable? I don't know whoever thought of those. But the ones Jean Rag did, you had to have a certain dimension. They were about like this, and then 4 on a card. And then she put them in a binder. Those are really good. And look, is that pretty? These are all nice for little things like this. And look, this little, you're not helping me any as far as throwing things away. Because every time I have something or I can't find a lid or something, I think, oh, I'll give this to Goodwill or I'll throw it away. And like this looks like the bottom of something. She put these legs on them. And these decorations. And by the way, Roseanne, anything I sent you that you said, oh, how could you part with this? I didn't part with it all. I gave you a piece, but I kept my own pieces. I usually give everybody a part, but I always keep some. And look at this. I just love feathers. And then all this. And some things like I don't know what to do with, and so a lot of that is what I sent Roseanne, because she uses it for a lot of stuff. And then after I sent it, I thought, I could use it for that. Not that I don't have plenty more. Like those seed beads. I have one necklace, like the black and white one I'd sent her, that's all white. So I have to figure out what really to use seed beads for, other than shakers, which I don't do many of them, or the mixed media, which I really don't do that either. Look at this. We both send each other. I love this. Look at that. I love that with the yellow, the gold. I have some in the pearls. Look at this. I remember the one dress I bought, the wedding dress. They're all getting much more expensive, harder to buy. And if you get it from a private person, it's even worse because, they have an attachment to it. This I could cut out things. But I really wanted one that had silver in it, because in one of the kits, isn't that pretty? Almost everything here I can cut different things out. In one of the kits I'd gotten from Ooh La La, she sent a 1 or 2 appliques from a dress, and it was silver instead of the gold or that you usually see. So I had to buy that dress, and I think a lot of you got some of those. And those were the dresses that I bought when I did the wedding dress giveaway, which I will never do again. It was fun, but it was a lot of work. I never thought about the sending part. And I think a lot of people got a lot of nice things. And I'm glad. But when you have all those boxes to send out, and pack them, and like I said, thank God most of them were dresses, and I just had to push them in. Not pretty? Oh, look at this one. I can cut that into 2. Those are magnificent. Just magnificent, and I really like this one. And, you know, I was sick this weekend. I mean, sick at heart because there were so many right on the main street here. Estate sales, garage sales, antique sales. And, you know, I threw something on, went to pick up a prescription, and just made myself come home because I knew I couldn't walk through it. But, I mean, they had some really nice things because we have this app that's a neighborhood app with all the neighborhoods around. And so they tell you, sometimes they sell things on there, sometimes they tell you what they have. And I think I showed you, I'm not sure, but there was a lady on there that said she had 2 bedspreads, and I'd already washed them, and I'd already shared some. But look at this, and look at all the flowers on there. And that pretty end. And this one. And then there's another lady that said she would give me, or not give me, of course I had to buy it. Look at this, this was another one that I cut out some already. And I gave some to somebody. And another lady has one, and plus a scarf and some smaller, older flowers that she said, you know, she'll sell me. And I'm just waiting to hear from her. She's trying to get rid of a lot of stuff because her mom's going to come live with them. I mean, she has everything. She has Hummel things. She has just vintage everything, you know. And but I just, if I would have went, I would have bought more stuff. And until I can sit down and really get some things accomplished, you know, I'm forever sending out some kind of box, and it takes me forever. But everything in here is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous, Roseanne. And I thank you so much for all the time and work you put into it. And everybody, please go to, let me know if this is one of those envelope bags or whatever, so I know. And everyone go over to her store on Etsy, A Mom's Impressions, and see what she has. She has beautiful things. And I think that's it. I just love this box too. You know, when I see that people do things and they're not real, I mean, they don't have to be perfect, or they are perfect, you know, in the way they like to do them, but I mean, you don't have to. I just get, I guess, you know, people always tell me when I did permanent makeup, and I keep going back and back and back and touching up, you know, they say you're a perfectionist. And I say, no, I'm not a perfectionist. Because I thought to be a perfectionist, you had to be perfect. And I guess that's not the way it goes. So I try to just let things go. And it's funny, these are the things that you don't have to pay as much attention to. Of course, she probably has it all thought out. That, you know, I could make faster. And then, of course, I go downstairs and do some, upstairs and do some. Depends on where I'm at. So thank you so much, Roseanne. And everyone, please go to her channel, Roxycar 2, no, you know, 2 like 1-1, or it's Roxycar1. But I'm sure, pretty sure it's Roxycar, Roxycar 2, 2 ones. Kind of like 11. Maybe it is 11. I don't know. I get confused at the smallest things. But I love everything, and I love this card from Minerva. In the book, I'm sorry, Minerva, I don't have it here, and I can't remember the name, but it has something to do with quilt. I'm not, you know, it's not about making a quilt. It just has something to do with a quilt. Probably a family. She said she read it, and so it must be good. So I'm looking forward to reading it. I think that's it. I don't know how much more I'll be doing before I go to the hospital. Of course, I've said that before, if I ever go. I don't know if I showed you this book that I bought a Tuesday morning. It's kind of the same thing where, like, they Mod Podge this part on. Isn't that cool? Just a box, and I just threw this stuff in here for now so I could bring it upstairs without dropping everything. I have some of my stuff in here. I think I showed you this, my little applique I made. I seen something that Maggie made, and so I made that. And a lot of these things you can get. I got this from A Mom's Impression. Isn't that pretty? From Roseanne. So, okay, I better go. My time is up. It's running low. And if there's anything anyone really needs, I still have tons of jewelry. I always have tons of jewelry and chains and that kind of thing. So just let me know if you're not in a big rush. And I just love this pocket thing now that I think I know what it is. It's gorgeous. I'm gonna have to watch some videos more. It's so hard to do anything, to go up and down the steps, to do the dishes, to make my bed, just regular stuff. And a friend of mine that lived across the street moved to California. Then she moved back to Augusta. And did you know that if you rent your house out during the Augusta, the golf tournament, the Masters, you can make lots of money. And she's going to do that for a couple days only. She didn't really get in time, but I won't even tell you the amount she said you could get for a week if you live in Georgia, in Augusta. She said some people get $10,000 a week. That's how bad they want to see this golf game. They wouldn't give you $10 for my golf game. Okay, I'll shut up. I got to go, and I have a couple more packages I have to send this week. And again, Roseanne, thank you so much. Your things are just so beautiful. And I hope you can use, even though mine aren't as elaborate, I hope you can use all the things that I sent you in your beautiful artwork that you do. And thank you so much, Minerva, for thinking of me and the book and that beautiful card that sits right on my dresser. Okay, guys. Bye. Hope next time I have some kind of good news for my knee. I have to go next week, I believe, for an appointment. So, talk to you later. I believe today's Palm Sunday, next week's Easter, I think. So, have a happy Easter, and God bless you all.